All right, welcome in everybody. Jason here, TCP Supersystem. Got a little different video for you tonight. We're going to do a crypto quickfire. I'm going to basically go through the charts quickly, just tab through them. If I see anything I like, I'll stop and talk about it. Again, this is the TCP Supersystem I created. It's all original to my channel. Can't get this anywhere else. I built this over 2 to 3 years to help me identify opportunity zones in cryptos and equities. It does a phenomenal job. Again, the system signals interpretations. My trade logic may not be suitable for you. So please consult a licensed advisor before making any investment decisions. These are not recommendations to buy or sell. Spoiler alert, I just made a trade. I'm going to share that with you tonight. I took a snippet of the trade execution so you can see the price, the amount of tokens, and we'll share which token it was in just here in a minute because this video will not be long. So stay tuned real quick. I'm going to go over Bitcoin real fast because I do like this chart, and then I'm going to tab through the list really fast. And when I get to the crypto that I made a purchase on tonight, literally about 10 minutes ago, I will share that with you, and we'll look at that chart. So on the screen is the daily chart for Bitcoin, and I want to show you something. So we've actually come back up. We are in a downtrend with that red cloud, but we've come back up and penetrated it. But I want to, and what we typically see, and I'll explain why, is we would usually see a nice little run up here and then a retracement back to the top of the cloud, then a return higher. That's typically what we see most of the time. And the reason I feel like this could be that scenario is if you look at our standard deviation methodologies at the top, this white line has now penetrated above the red opportunity zone and is approaching the extremes. If it can penetrate those extremes, it usually will pull the blue and orange with it, and that's when we really get some nice price appreciation. So that's what we're looking for here. And the reason I feel relatively confident with that analysis is our hot sensors down here, short, medium, and long term. Two of them just crossed over the midline. They're only white. That's our level 0. So white, gray, blue, yellow, orange, red, top and bottom. So could run significantly here. Even the long term is white. So I mean that's very nice. So we could actually see Bitcoin really tear here. So we'll see. But not looking too bad there on the old Bitcoin. And of course, we know all those catalysts for Bitcoin, so I'm not going over that. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to run through these again, tab real fast. I'll stop where I want to stop and talk about something. Otherwise, I'll just blow right through them, share the trade with you, and we'll wrap up tonight. It's Tuesday, September 30th. So here we go. Ethereum, Solana, Cardano, Jupiter, Bonk, Shiba, VeChain, Goldfinch, Centrifuge. I will stop at Centrifuge. So Centrifuge was a token that we actually mentioned a couple days back. I don't remember what video it was. You'll have to go back and double check me there, but we feel like this is a sleeper for us. So we are heavily monitoring that one. So you may want to put that on your radar. Again, nothing I say is financial advice. I'm just a guy on the internet. I know nothing, but I did develop this system, so I will share it with you for free. So yeah, centrifuge here, you can see we've actually got a confirmation of an uptrend now, and that red cloud formation is transforming into green. But you'll notice we've got that nice run up here with a cluster of level 1 diamonds. So at some point, it doesn't look quite ready yet, but I expect to see a retracement here back to the top of the cloud at some point. But I wouldn't be quite ready to call that yet. One thing to note here is the long-term hot sensor is in the red, but the short-term and medium-term, we're in the blue and yellow, so we still have room to run. So we'll see what that starts looking like, but that's centrifuge is one we are heavily monitoring, so pay attention to that one. Let's keep going here. Let me do this. Ondo, XRP, HBAR, XDC, XLM, Algo, Linked, or Chainlink, Pith, the Graph, API 3, SWI, Near. This one's interesting. So this is interesting. So Near is actually showing some weakness here. Confirmation of a downtrend. The cloud is transformed into red. Price action is trending below that cloud now. We are at support here at both the 100-day and 200-day moving average, so that is going to be interesting to see how that plays out. I'm not going to pull up the leverage liquidation heat maps tonight. That's always something I would look at though, but I don't believe near is on the data set that I have. But this does show some weakness. The standard deviations are down in the extremes. Until that white line can penetrate back up into these extremes, we would likely continue to see some weakness on near. Hot sensors are only in the white. Some indecisiveness here. Short terms below the midline, medium, long term are above it. So really could go either way. So near is kind of in no man's land, but let's keep moving. Filecoin, Anchor, Atom, Dot, Avalanche, Uniswap, Arrow. Let's keep going. AMP, BNB. Man, look at BNB. BNB's had one hell of a run here. That looks strong. And even right now, even with this run, our short-term hot sensor is only in the white. So I mean, it's not in the short term. It's not overheated, which is crazy. And if that white line gets back into these extremes, that thing could really pump some more. Long term is in the orange, so getting there, but not quite. So interesting on BNB. Matic, Maker, Tron, Vivo, Helium, Stacks, Render, Arbitrum, Optimism, and Aptos. I got a few more down here. Let's see. Actually, that's the last crypto. The rest of these are actually stocks or Bitcoin proxies. Maybe a few, maybe one or two other cryptos down here like Aave. But I'll stop at Aptos tonight because Aptos, believe it or not, is the one that we actually just made a trade on. As evidenced, here is what I promised you. Told you it was about a $9,000 trade. So you can see, I'm sorry, $5,000 trade. That's my apologies. So we did this on iTrust Capital, paid the fee, got about 1,100, about almost 1,200 Aptos. So small trade for the portfolio, but I want to show you why we did that. And again, I could always be wrong here, but we took those funds out of a token that wasn't really performing or the chart didn't look quite as healthy. But again, here you go. You've got we're penetrating above the downtrend, top of the cloud. We are at some support and resistance here with the 50-day and 100-day. So we'll see how we bounce here. But I want to show you some of the other reasons why I chose to make this trade. And maybe you can learn something, maybe you don't. Not financial advice. But short term, we're crossing to the upside of the midline. It's very positive, only in the level 0. Great. The medium term hasn't even crossed yet. It is improving because we've gone from gray to white. I would expect it to cross over and then turn white and then gray, then blue, etc. And then the long term, same thing. So if this runs, this could really tear and we can make some nice little return. And you can see up here the standard deviation methodologies on Aptos. This is exactly what we want to see, or pretty close. So the white is entering those extremes, just tearing straight up. No curvature, no bends, no retracements, just boom, it's on fire. Orange and blue doing exactly, we would like to see the orange get just into that red and let the blue get above the red, the green right here. So the blue is going to be the slowest. So we want the blue penetrating into this and just above, orange into the red, and then the white going higher into the extremes and higher. If it does that, this thing is what we're looking for. And this is how we make our trades. Again, our trades may not be suitable to you for you. So don't emulate us, consult a financial advisor. But again, I have to put those caveats out there. I'm not an advisor. I just make trades and share my system and trade logic. So that is the trade we made tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Again, Jason, TCP Supersystem. I'm here to help my community understand the game. I think there's a lot of positive catalysts coming for the crypto industry, especially some of the ETF spot applications that are due for approval with like Solana, XRP in October, all over the place. I think there's like, I don't even know how many, maybe 10 to 20 pending XRP ETFs. So there should be, Q4 could be really remarkable. So be careful with leverage. I hate leverage. I do not use it, but you can do what you want to do. But just understand that leverage game and how the market makers tend to liquidate you. So be very careful there. Don't miss out on this opportunity. Could see some generational wealth. So again, we do have significant large positions in the crypto space, specifically XRP, HBAR, Bitcoin, slight position in XLM, and we got some others, but we'll share those later. But if you have any questions or want us to add a crypto token to this list to monitor, put that in the comments for us. Engage us in the comments. We do respond. We try to keep out the trash, and we try to keep out the bots with our filters. But yeah, if you want us to monitor something, feel free to put it down there. I'll even try to make a video about it. Can't promise anything, but we do monitor the comments. And hope you have a good Tuesday night. Hope this was helpful. Again, if you find value in our videos, go back and look at the most recent ones. We've absolutely nailed it lately. But please like, share, subscribe, and hit that like button. It helps out the channel. I'm a very small channel. If I grow, fantastic. If I don't, fantastic. I'm just here to share my information because I want to, not because I have to. Not trying to get rich off this. The trading will do that for me. So, yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Hope you have a good night. Jason, TCP Supersystem. Thank you.